So go ahead, Vincent, come on out here, man. Could you maybe make a comment on this idea of building your list, hunkering down for the long haul? And then I do believe this is Mac in the queue. Mac, I'd like to get you out here to talk about your understanding of the value of building that list and locking in for the long term. Vince, you're first.
Right on, right on. So at the end of the day, like what I've always taught people, right, of course, is to build a list. But, there's never been an easier way in my mind than traffic authority, right? Because that's really what you're teaching. See, what I've always taught people is really organic marketing, organic traffic. And that takes, anywhere from, a month to 2 months to 3 months to 5 months to really start building a list through social media and things like that. And so I've always been good at organic stuff, teaching people organic traffic, and then I've been good at building sales funnels where people who are good, like these guys, that can send traffic through them and have those convert. So I've been good at that stuff, but I've never really known like the proper sources to get it, and where you can basically just pay the experts money, right, and then have them be the guys that actually send the proper traffic for the sales funnel. So I'm just excited for that, And I know the other thing, too, is that when people don't win fast in our industry, they quit. And what I love about traffic authority is that people are going to win so fast, right? And that's really what I'm so excited about for, people coming in, learning traffic, building, and then boom, right there, you're sending, you're immediately sending traffic as soon as these clicks can get going. So I'm just excited about that for people to really win faster than they've ever won before and start building that email list almost immediately when they really get involved. So that's the huge part that I'm really teaching people right up front, and that's why I love it. And I've been looking for something like traffic authority for 7 years now, right? And so I'm pumped for it.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. And one of the things you said was that organic marketing. And I remember a day back when you can actually get organically ranked on Google, and it took a long time though, right? It took a long time. It's a lot of hit and miss, and it took a lot of money, right? You had to know what you were doing. You had to have patience. And this thing here, this traffic authority, it really it flattens out the learning curve, right? You can go from today to where you guys are. Okay, these guys at the bottom of the row here, where you guys are, right? You could actually get to that level pretty quickly with something like traffic authority. Am I correct?
Exactly. So that's why I'm so excited about it. Is like what I'm telling people. It's kind of like as an online sales professional, you have to have a toolbox, just like a guy that works on a car. I mean, you have different tools for different things, and so what traffic authority is going to be for me and what I'm teaching is kind of like people's front-end offers so they can build their email list, maybe get some customers right out the gate, and make a little bit of money up front and win faster, right? And then they can put them into all the things that they're passionate about afterwards. And so that's really what I'm most excited about. It's kind of going to be like one of the front ends of kind of like my toolbox of an online sales pro to really build the email list, get some customers up front, make some money, and then bring people to where I'm most passionate about afterwards. So that's kind of the cycle of what I'm kind of telling people in my world, because some people have products they want to sell, some people have their own things they want to sell, and I'm like, at the end of the day, Adam Whiting's really the reason why I saw this, and I was like, dude, I'm in right away, because we've had so many conversations behind the scenes with my other businesses about conversions and things. He's just so smart, so calculated, and knows, how to turn cold traffic, into leads and then into customers. And so that's why I'm telling people, look, just jump in this thing right away, get this email list being built, get these customers being built, make a little bit of money up front, and then you can bring anybody to whatever you're most passionate about afterwards. And so that's what I'm excited about. It's just another really good tool, in the toolbox for online sales professionals. So that's why I'm so excited about it. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. And you know what I want to do here is, and Adam, I think, is almost ready to come out and share some of the real cool stuff. He's been working behind the scenes. Before I bring you out, though, Adam.
We came on board, 6 months ago, and really we came on board for the exact same reasons everybody's been talking about. Really just the type of products, the fact that it's actually a product that everybody can use, that, out in the marketplace it's actually something people want and need. That's the biggest thing that, the biggest reason why we're here. And the fact that it's also a consumable product. You hear about getting into a company where it's, you can get on an auto ship because people keep using the product, right? They keep, taking the vitamins, they keep doing those things. That's why those companies stay around for so long, is because they have a product that's consumable. Well, traffic is the same way. It's something that people consume over and over again, and that's why you can actually keep getting paid over and over again. And that's the biggest difference that I see with this product. Is something that people, they legitimately go and they try and find it on a daily basis, and they wake up and they want it. And then, you're basically the one that can provide it to them. So that's where I see the biggest opportunity was when we first came here. Now then, obviously, we developed it into something much bigger, where now it has, different kinds of products. It actually has 3 different types of products now. Compared to when it started, it actually only had 2 different kinds of products. So now we have 3 different kinds of products that we call the 3 T's. So we call it's traffic, training, and tools. So instead of just traffic and tools, we now have training. And I think that's going to be a huge addition to the company. When we launch it here, you guys are going to start seeing some of the training that we come out with, and the live webinars and bringing on industry experts to teach traffic. So now the big vision of this company has turned into so much more than just providing traffic to people directly. It's become really teaching traffic and teaching people how to create a traffic strategy that they can scale and they can build long term. And they don't just have to buy traffic from us. Obviously, you will buy traffic from us, and that's part of the business. But you'll be able to actually go out and go to Facebook or go to Google or go to YouTube and learn how to actually generate traffic yourself and learn how to measure the results and actually, be able to control your business. Be able to be in control of everything that you do. If you need to get traffic to your page today, and you're just not relying on someone else, you can go to Google or you can go to YouTube or you can come to us, and just like that, you could literally turn on the faucet. You can get traffic to your website, and you could actually start making money in your business. Because the reality is, in this business, in this internet world, more traffic equals more money. Now, obviously, there's things that happen in between, and here at Traffic Authority, we're going to help you take care of a lot of those things, like optimizing your sales funnels, getting the right capture pages. All those different things, they have to happen in between for it to turn into money. But the reality is, once it's working, the only thing that you need to make more money is more traffic. Sure, man. All right, cool. Yeah, let me just start going through some of the stuff that we actually have to show, because so far we haven't shown that much. We've kind of kept it to ourselves. And just so you guys know, the only thing that's going on right now is they're trying to just get the final little security things done on the page so that we make sure everything is good on the checkout pages. And then those are going to be ready literally within like 5 minutes. I mean, they have everything ready. We just want to make sure everything goes through right. We don't have any errors. So as soon as that's good to go, we'll let you guys buy. But for now, I'm going to take you through some of the different, just things that you're actually going to be able to get access to once you're back there, so that you can see what you're getting into. So let me see if I can share my screen real quick here. Screen share. There we go. Whoop. All right, cool. Oh, we're right in the back office. So let's go to the front, because I kind of want to walk you guys through how the sales funnel works and exactly what you guys are going to be doing once we go live next week. So really, next week is when the main sales funnels are going to go live. The rest of this week, we're actually going to continue promoting the pre-launch funnel, getting all your team locked in, getting everybody actually locked into the compensation plan. And then next week, we'll take these actual sales funnels live. So this is one of the sales funnels. We actually have a couple different ones. This one is more of a basic one, and it's for the business opportunity. So anybody, you've probably seen sales funnels out there that look kind of like this. Joe is actually on this sales video, so some of you guys, I think, have already seen this.
Google and Facebook became the richest company.
So that's Joe. You guys know. You've heard his name. But the biggest focus of this sales funnel is actually the business model, exactly how it is. We actually explain the Google and Facebook concept. We explain the concept of traffic. We take people through the entire process from start to finish of what the actual business is. And this is something that's vastly different than almost every other sales video out there, because normally sales videos, they don't really tell you anything. They're just kind of hyped up, and they don't give you what the actual meat is. They don't tell you what the business is. But this video is the complete opposite. It tells you exactly what the business is, while still encouraging you to join, and it converts really well. So it's still good. It's a great video, but it just actually tells someone what they're getting into. So once they get into the back office, they know what to expect. They go through the steps, and they actually follow the plan. They don't just get surprised, and they're like, oh, I don't really want to do this business. They get in knowing what they want, and that's the kind of people that you want in your business if you're going to build it huge. If you actually want to see duplication, if you actually want to make money from your team, and build that great team, you need to bring in people that know what they're getting into. They have that expectation when they come in. So this is the first page. The first product is $47. So when you click this, it'll take them through the different steps and everything. And they'll check out, and at that point, they'll have 2 different products. They'll have the reseller license for $20, and they'll have the $27 traffic optimizer. So in this sales funnel, you're actually selling 2 products on the front end, and you're getting paid $20 per month. That's the commission that's paid out. And depending on where you're qualified, it's split between your sponsor. So that's the first product. The second product in this sales funnel, the page looks almost identical to this one, only it sells the Traffic Academy. So that's the kind of how the flow of the sales funnel goes. It goes from $47 a month to $97 a month, and then it kicks them into the back office at that point, and it takes them through a series of steps. So you can see we have basically the sales funnel is built out so that they go through a very strategic series of steps. They go through, the $47, they buy that. They go through the $97, they buy that. So now they have 2 products, and they go through the steps 1, 2, and 3. So they start setting their business up once they get into the back office. They've just purchased the business, the totally done for you solution, just like you guys are going to tonight. They get in, they're expecting to set up the business, so we take them through the process of setting up their business first. They're going to set up their email autoresponder. They're going to create their payment account. So we have videos that take them through all these processes. And then they go into a business plan. So this video will be here later tonight. And what this does is it actually helps them set their goals. So somebody comes in, they want a business, but before they can get started, they have to set their goals. You have to say, okay, here's how much money I actually want to make. So they're going to have a plan to make that. They'll download this plan, and it'll actually take them through an exercise that helps them set their goals. So once somebody has their goals set, now it's time to actually reach those goals, right? So the next step in the process, once you have your business set up and you're ready to start getting traffic to your business, naturally the next step is to actually buy a traffic package. So somebody's going to come back here, and they can actually purchase one of our traffic packages. And when they do that, you get paid. So you can see as you bring people into the business, everything pretty much happens automatically. You bring them in through the front end, it's $47. That pays out $20 a month to you and your sponsor. And then they go through the $97. That pays out $50 a month to you and your sponsor. And then they come into the back office. They go through the steps. They purchase a traffic package, completely automated. You didn't have to do anything to get them into these back office steps or any of that stuff. All of it is just happening. There's videos that they're watching and all this stuff. And we've made the process completely automated and simple for someone to go through. So then once they buy the traffic package, you make a commission anywhere from $100 all the way up to $4,000, depending on which package they actually purchase. And when they do that in their business, they have a couple different reasons why they should do it. The first one is getting qualified. So just like tonight, actually getting into this business, you'll purchase a traffic package to actually get qualified to be able to sell traffic. So that's a big piece of the business. They come in and they want to purchase a package so they can get qualified. Now the other reason, obviously, is they want to purchase a package so they can start getting traffic to their business. So that's the beauty of this product, is that the product they actually purchase to help the business that they just got into, right? So they come through the business, and that's the idea of auto-duplication. This is something that maybe Ankur can come out and talk about really quick, because this is something that he was really passionate about when he got into this, is that idea of, you're actually selling a product that forces the people on your team to duplicate. So Ankur, why don't you come out? I can't see you right now because I got this up, but go ahead.
Can you guys see me and hear me? All good?
Yes. Okay, we got you.
All good.
All right, man. Thanks, guys. I've made a lot of money in this industry. In fact, I made my first million, and then a few millions after that, and that was all in the offline MLM world, and that was all about duplication. So I've been used to the whole duplication income all my life. I've been almost for a decade now in the industry, and so now even when I'm building online, the #1 factor which I look in an opportunity is duplication. In terms of me recruiting a lot of people, that's good and great. I'll do that. But then, at the end of the day, you want to chill out on the beach, you want to relax, and that can only happen once people in your team start to do what you are doing. So guess what? Any opportunity in the world which people join, doesn't matter which opportunity, the first thing which they ask their sponsor, okay, tell me, how do I make more money now? Tell me, how do I sponsor more people? Tell me, what should I do? Should I make a list? Should I post my link on Facebook? Blah, 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 blah. Now, in this opportunity, my reply to every person in my team is simple, man. Hey, just go buy traffic, depending upon your budget, whether your budget is $200 or $2,000 or $8,000, just go, buy traffic, send to your sales funnel, and make money. So, and they teach the same thing further. So they join, they choose the traffic package which they can afford, they send traffic, they get signups, and they teach their signups the same thing. So it's the easiest auto-duplication business model, I say. In my opinion, it's the easiest business I've ever been a part of in the last 10 years or so, man. So that's what I mean by auto-duplication. It's the easiest business ever.
Nice.
Cool, man. All right, let me share my screen again here. I'll take you guys through some more cool stuff here. Screen share. All right, so yeah, once they get to this point, this is where they've started that duplication process. So they've started buying traffic. So now they're going to start getting traffic to their website, completely automated. The business they literally just started. They could be getting traffic to their business and starting to make sales on day one, which is something that's just unheard of. Like when you get someone into a business, it'll usually take them 30 days to even figure out how to make the business work and start duplicating. But with this business, they literally could be duplicating on day one. They could be getting traffic to their website and making sales right away. And that's what makes this so powerful is they get in and they get the product to get qualified, and the product actually can deliver results for them.
Adam,
So,
we can't see your screen. Are you could you guys see Adam's screen, or you just see his face?
Came on at the end.
oh, cool.
I can see his screen.
We're good now?
Oh, there you go. There was. It just came up. Thank you.
I saw it.
Cool, man. All right, good. So then the last step here, so let me see if I can download this plan actually. Maybe I won't be able to view it on here. That's all right. Okay, so the point of the last step is to actually give them a marketing plan. So they've come through the steps now. They've set their goals. They've set up their business. They've purchased traffic. Now, what do you do after that, right? So we want to have this very final step that actually gives everyone a structured plan on exactly what to do. It's kind of like the daily marketing plans. Any of you guys that have gone through the pre-launch, you saw our daily marketing plans. It's similar to that, only it's a lot more detailed for somebody who's brand new. It actually helps them set goals, like just the actual milestones that they want to hit. So it says, here's your goal number 1, get to 3 people. And it actually gives them a roadmap to get there. It gives them, here's goal number 2, get to this point, here's the roadmap to get there. And then it has steps that will actually tell them exactly what to do, or tell you what to do. If you're about to get started in the business tonight, this is something that you'll be able to access here in the next 72 hours, is this entire process will be completely built out so that you can actually follow it yourself as soon as we have the sales funnels live and everything is totally working. So once that is actually live here in the back office, you'll be able to follow that plan and start getting traffic to your website right away. It tells you exactly what to do step by step to hit your goals. If your goal is $10,000 a month, it tells you exactly how to do that. It says, here's the exact plan that will get you to $10,000 a month, and it literally gives you the steps to get there. So that's why this duplicates so well, and that's why it will duplicate so well, is because the people, they come through the process, they get set up very quickly, they set their goals, they buy traffic, and then they have a plan that will get them to the goal they want. So if it's 5,000, 10,000, they know exactly what they have to do to get there. They know exactly how many people, they know exactly what to do, which trainings to go to that can help them. And so that's what makes this into that duplication, that auto-duplication machine. And it's things that Ankur, probably doesn't even really know yet, but he just knows the power of the traffic piece, how powerful that is, that people come in and they buy it. And that creates automatic duplication. But this final step, this launch your business step where they have an exact plan to follow, it takes it to the next level, because then they have real goals to go for. It's not just buying traffic blindly. It's saying, I need to get this many people. I need to do this exact thing to get to my goal. And that's what's really going to create duplication. So, cool. Did you have something to say, Ankur?
Yeah, I was saying this just takes the whole duplication game to the next level. I was just thinking from the traffic perspective. Now this just blows my mind away because I was not aware of this.
Exactly. Man.
So once you give the people the goal and break down the numbers for them, and then tell them, okay, now go buy this traffic package. It's game over. It's so easy now.
Cool. Yeah, exactly, man. That's an awesome piece about this whole thing. All right, so I'm just going to show you guys a couple other little things that we're going to have here for you, just so you can see the sales funnels and you kind of see what really the vision is here. So when I say retail sales funnels, what I mean is actually pages like this. So pages that they still sell. So for example, this is still a really powerful page. It has a powerful headline. Do you want to get quality traffic for your online business? But it doesn't speak to somebody who wants to, build necessarily the traffic authority business, right? They don't necessarily want to be a reseller. They have their own business. They want the tools. They want the traffic. They want these different things. You see here. They want the traffic store, the traffic optimizer, the traffic academy. These are going to be for your people that they're actual customers just using the product for their business. They can come to the website, click on the video. We'll just watch a little snippet of the video so you can see the kind of the quality of what we're doing here. But really, I see us as having super, super high quality stuff that you're going to be able to show your customers, and they're just going to know that you're a good
Welcome to Traffic
business.
Authority, your complete traffic solution, helping you to build your online business, not with tiny baby steps, but with huge, giant leaps into profitability. Traffic Authority has unlimited quality traffic that can turn your small business into a big moneymaker.
So that's just like a preview of what it is, but you know, it goes on for a couple minutes and things like that, and then they just create a free account. So as soon as somebody creates a free account on the retail side, they can actually go back into the back office and they can actually purchase traffic. So that's, let me see if I can find that page. I have a lot of pages up. So that's where they would go here, and they can actually get into the back office and just purchase a traffic package. So if they want to, you know, to go through, and this will actually sell it to them. Making sure I didn't turn that off for myself. Yeah, so you see basically this page here, it lets them pick a traffic package. So somebody will come back, they'll watch the video. If they want traffic for their business, they'll pick a package, and then they can choose where they want to send it. You know, if they're in, and this obviously won't say ILS, it'll say Traffic Authority. So you can select a sales funnel if you wanted to, or you can use whatever website link you want. So most people that came in through retail, they're probably going to use their own website link, and then they're just going to check out. So they can actually come in, you know, the key to this is they can actually come in through the retail funnel for free and purchase traffic from you without ever joining anything, without ever buying anything. All they have to do is come to the page, create a free account, and they can come back and they can buy traffic from you. And then they can see their orders and everything here. And then when they click on these other links, they click on this link or this link or this link, they're actually going to see a sales video for either the Traffic Optimizer or the Traffic Academy or the reseller. So you can see as soon as we get them into our world, you get them into this back office where they see, you know, all the traffic and they see that we have all these other tools. When you get somebody back there that wants that stuff, they want to learn about traffic, they're going to click on those tabs, they're going to watch the videos, and they're going to buy the products. You know, that's the bottom line. And we're going to be doing marketing to them with emails and all kinds of different things that will get them to actually take a look at those products, see if they're what they need, and purchase the products. So that's kind of the vision for the retail side of the business. And then you guys also saw, you know, the reseller side of the business. So I'll kick it back to you, Joe, for now, and we'll just see where it goes.
Okay, that's really, really cool stuff. And this is the first time I've seen this stuff as well. This is really exciting. And I can see these guys down here at the bottom. I think I see some guys actually drooling. There's a little salivating going on there because this. Look at this guy here. What do you think, man? Is that exciting or what, Vince?
Dude, I mean, it is crazy. I mean, absolutely crazy. What people don't realize is just little stuff like those professional videos they're putting together are going to cost you guys literally watching this right now $5,000 just to make a professional video, let alone make a freaking system. I was over there on the right side commenting over there. I was like, I don't think you guys understand. I've built several online businesses, and a business like this one takes multiple six figures to run. We get to tap into this thing for 144 bucks. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And so you guys, what you're watching right now, I don't think you understand. Like, Adam is literally the best and the best of the best of conversions and setting things up and duplication. I mean, literally, you know, everybody talks about point and clicking, right, and making money, but this is exactly that for the first time I've ever seen. I mean, literally, people are going to go through the step-by-step process, buy a traffic package, and start duplicating their business. I mean, how simple is that? I've never, ever in my entire life seen something that simple. Like, we created a business last year that went from 0 to 40,000 members, but most of the training was like how to actually go online, how to do social media marketing, how to do all this stuff. And 99% of the people, they just didn't have the time to do it. Well, this, if you can go in there, you can buy a traffic package, you can win. Like, that's crazy to me. I mean, it's absolutely mind-blowing. So I've always been telling my people that have been following me for a while, I mean, I've been looking for something just like this for 7 years, and finally it's here. So I'm just freaking pumped, man. I don't think people know what they just saw, but I'm telling you, like, if you wanted to create a business like this, it's going to cost you literally multiple six figures. We get to tap into it for $144. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, I mean, just realize what you guys are seeing right now is massively, massively valuable. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Adam, you were the man putting that stuff together. I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is exciting and it is amazing, and so many people, right? You look at the size of the opportunity that exists. I mentioned this before, and this is what the Direct Selling Association says, right? It says that there are 16 million people in North America online in a business right now today. And around the world, it's like 100 million, some ridiculous number, right? These people are looking for something, right? Everybody, I've been in the business for years. I've been in the industry for years. Everyone's looking for the latest and the greatest, and point-and-click marketing is what everybody wants, right? You roll out of bed, you point a mouse, you click, and the next thing you know, like you said, Devon, money comes in every single day. And this, in my experience, is the first real solution. This is the first time I've seen this. I agree with you. And there's a couple other guys, you know.
I mean, I'll interject. You know me, I like to talk forever. But you know, at the end of the day, it's just like I would bet that every single person on this panel would agree that there's never been anything created this simple online. Like everybody talks about it. Everybody says it. You know, I thought I made the most simple business last year and it worked great. But this is like 10 bazillion times better than anything I've ever seen before. Because like I said, it's about the traffic. So I mean, you literally could almost be blind, you could almost be a little baby, you could almost have every little problem you could imagine and still be able to do this, right? And so many people that I really, you know, teach, I teach people to, you know, do webinars, do periscopes, do videos, do all this stuff, but let's be real, I mean, 97% of people are afraid to do that. 97% of people are afraid to get on webinars like this, and at the end of the day, you don't have to anymore with this. So that's the beauty. And what I liked about what Max said earlier is that, you know, you can still have your own business that you love, that you do, and this can just be a totally separate, fun little side stream of income. And so it's just like there is no better win-win-win on the planet. You'll never find it again, in my opinion, because I think this is one of those things that's kind of like we're the first to do it, and everybody else is going to try to copy, but we're going to be so far beyond everybody else that we're just always going to dominate. And so you really are at a time in your life right now, I feel like this is a pivotal moment for all of us right now. I was doing my own things, literally. I was doing my own stuff, my own systems, my own everything, literally. And then I saw Adam Whiting's video, and I was like, damn it. Like, this is the best idea ever. I've been looking for this for 7 freaking years. And I'm like, I'm all over this. I'm going to literally stop everything I'm doing and go 100% on this because this is it, right? And so I don't know if people understand what they're seeing right now and how lucky and blessed they are to be here right now, but I'm telling you, this is going to be one of those things that are going to go down in like internet marketing history where this is the first of the first, where it's just all about traffic, selling traffic, and then an amazing opportunity at the same time. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. So for those of you guys who are here, dude, pull out the credit cards and get it going. Seriously, it is time to make a decision. This is it. This is the most simple thing you'll ever do, ever in your entire life. I can literally go out my door right now and tell my 2.5-year-old baby girl right now how to do this, and she could figure it out. I'm telling you. So that's the beauty about this. I mean, talk about duplication like Anchor was saying earlier. I mean, this is it. You want people to duplicate, you want people to move, and you want people to be so appreciative of you recommending them to something. This is it too. And that's what I love about it. I mean, this is one of the sharpest tools in your tool shed right now, I'm saying, if you're an online marketing and sales professional. So I'm just freaking excited. I don't know if you could tell my passion, but I'm freaking excited for it, man.
I can see that. And what about the first mover advantage? Maybe one of you guys want to talk about the first mover advantage, because